Okay, if anybody haven't paid attention over the news recently, All-Star guard Ja Morant of the Memphis Grizzlies has been in quite a pickle with the media, as well with his own public figure, knowing that he has been in, police investigations over his IG Live where he was, strapped up in a club, not showing himself to be the shooter, no pun intended, pulling up with like a mini Glock in the middle of a video. And that's over some more other controversy that he had, getting himself into a hand-to-hand altercation with a 17-year-old over a 1v1 game that happened earlier around the season, and making threats afterwards. And this happened over in the summer. I don't know if there's anything conflicting about this, or something. I don't know. All I could say, if it was due to self-defense, because I heard the child was being a bit egregious and annoying Ja Morant and throw the ball at him, there could have been a more professional way to hand for Ja Morant to behave. I could understand that most people would think Ja Morant's in the wrong, pulling up over with a gun, already with the most hated team over in the NBA, over just the pure cockiness after exceeding expectations, having the second best record in the Western Conference in the NBA, after a tough series with the Golden State Warriors, thinking that they're a hot mess, and knowing that there was already a half-baked apology tweet that was publicized around the media. This is possibly going to be just a spur-of-the-moment thing. Especially thanks Ja hasn't been carried over for any type of drawback or charge, knowing that he was videoed with a weapon, even though it looked like a toy weapon. And is still getting investigated over by Glendale, Colorado. Appeared flashing a gun over a nightclub during Instagram live video over the weekend. Colorado police confirmed Monday. Glendale Police Captain Jamie Dillon told Associated Press on Monday they didn't receive any calls or complaints about Ja, but began looking into the situation after hearing the video. Colorado has open carry laws for firearms regulated by local county municipal authorities. NBA rules also prohibit players from possessing firearms while team property or traveling team business. And we are still over in the middle of the regular season. And by the way, i.e. Gilbert Arenas, if you want to know NBA's history with athletes with firearms. So, not really the smartest decision for a young man like Ja Morant that's making around near $200 million under the age of 25 years old, playing at an all-star level, while being the most popular athlete with a shoe literally coming out in next month that I feel like a lot of young people are going to wear. And knowing that they're trying to have this like hood, this Hard Knocks hood, aesthetic, while, he came from a pretty decent upbringing with a supportive father that always shows up to his games, always has his daughter looking around, obviously being a perceivable father figure. You can't just come around open carrying, pulling up over in a club thinking that you about that life. That's just possibly just the company that Ja Morant keeps on the low. And I'm not trying to judge a man's actions over just one video, but that's the aesthetic Ja Morant's going by. And hopefully this can carry over to be a life lesson. Because Ja is still young. People are still forgetting that he's still a young man. He's probably still with the same company that he's kept since he was like 18, 19, 17. And just the way he behaves, that shit might grow away when he gets further around his career. He's still like given like a 23-year-old $100 million. There's only so much you can use it responsibly or irresponsibly, knowing his maturity level. So yeah, they're not the best aesthetic. I don't know what many other people have had their opinion of involving the Grizzlies and John Morant's behavior, except Shannon Sharp and Damian Lillard. Shannon Sharp has been over in the Grizzlies, over the sports media for quite a while, especially over getting an altercation with Dylan Brooks in the middle of a Lakers game, and then going over proclaiming that Josh trying to give over this hood aesthetic. Yet he's been a good upbringing and he makes a large amount of money for a guy his age. Yeah, it's not gonna really change anybody's persona. Maturity does that, and depending on how Ja plays, behaves, and is being around, especially a cocky Grizzlies team, thinking that they're hot shit, they get paid, and he's still young enough that they can mess around the club, and he has so much disposable income. It's gonna take a massive rock bottom for him to get over this hump. Other than that, you guys tell me how you feel about John Morant in the recent headlines he's had. Obviously, not involving basketball, but that's been the major news. Tell me how you feel. Comment down below. Like, comment, subscribe, share, so we can spread this out a lot more. That's it for me.